Is religion still necessary in 2025, or has science completely replaced it? It's a huge question, and one that gets people really fired up. On one side, you have folks who say science has all the answers. It's given us medicine, technology, and a deep understanding of the universe. From the Big Bang to evolution, science explains the how of our existence with evidence we can test and verify. Why would we need ancient stories and faith when we have facts and formulas? For many, science is the ultimate source of truth. It's rational, it's logical, and it's constantly evolving as we learn more. Think about it. We've sent rovers to Mars, we've mapped the human genome, and we can communicate with anyone in the world instantly. These are things that would have seemed like miracles just a few centuries ago. So the argument goes, as our scientific knowledge expands, the space for religious belief shrinks. It's seen as a relic of a pre-scientific age, a way for our ancestors to explain things they didn't understand, like lightning or disease. Now that we have meteorology and germ theory, do we still need Zeus or divine punishment to make sense of the world? This perspective often views religion as not just outdated, but potentially harmful. History is full of conflicts fought in the name of God, and critics point to instances where religious dogma has stood in the way of scientific progress or social justice. They argue that relying on faith over evidence can lead to dogmatism and a refusal to accept reality, which can be dangerous in a world facing complex problems like climate change and pandemics. For them, 2025 should be an age of reason, where we put our trust in what we can prove, not what we're told to believe. But hold on, that's only half the story. On the other side of this debate are billions of people around the world for whom religion is a vital, living part of their daily lives. They would argue that science and religion aren't even competing for the same job. Science is brilliant at explaining the how of the universe, how planets orbit the sun, how cells divide. But it's often silent on the why. Why are we here? What is the purpose of our lives? How should we treat each other? What happens after we die? These are the big existential questions that have haunted humanity since the beginning of time. And for many, this is where religion and spirituality step in. They don't offer scientific equations. They offer meaning, purpose, and a moral compass. They provide a framework for understanding our place in the cosmos and our relationships with others. The Ten Commandments, or the Golden Rule, aren't scientific principles, but they've guided human behavior and shaped societies for millennia. Furthermore, religion provides a sense of community and belonging that can be incredibly powerful. Think of the shared rituals, the festivals, the gatherings in churches, mosques, temples, or synagogues. These create social bonds and support networks that are crucial for human well-being. When someone is going through a tough time, a personal loss, an illness, a crisis, their faith community is often the first to show up with support, comfort, and a helping hand. Science can provide a diagnosis, but it can't always provide the hope and resilience needed to face it. And let's not forget the role of religion in inspiring some of the world's greatest art, music, and architecture. From the Sistine Chapel to the Taj Mahal, from Bach's cantatas to Sufi poetry, faith has been a driving force behind immense human creativity. It has also fueled countless movements for social justice. Figures like Martin Luther King Jr. were driven by their deep religious convictions to fight for equality and human rights. For them, faith wasn't a retreat from the world. It was the very thing that compelled them to change it for the better. So where does this leave us in 2025? It seems the idea that science has simply replaced religion is a bit too simplistic. It's not a zero-sum game. In fact, many people see no conflict between the two at all. There are countless scientists who are deeply religious, and many religious people who have a profound respect for science. They might see science as the tool for understanding God's creation, a way to appreciate the incredible complexity and beauty of the universe on a deeper level. Perhaps the real question isn't science versus religion, but how do we integrate all forms of human knowledge? Science gives us the power to change the world, but it doesn't necessarily give us the wisdom to use that power well. That's where philosophy, ethics, and yes, for many, religion come into play. They help us grapple with the moral implications of our new technologies, like artificial intelligence or genetic engineering. What does it mean to be human in an age of AI? What are our responsibilities to the planet and to future generations? These aren't just scientific questions. They are deeply human ones. Ultimately, the need for meaning, purpose, community, and hope doesn't seem to be going away anytime soon. The way we meet those needs might change. Some people might find them in secular humanism, in philosophy, in art, or in service to others. And for billions of people, religion will continue to be a primary source for all of those things. It provides a story to live by, a community to belong to, and a sense of wonder that goes beyond what we can measure and quantify. So, is religion still necessary in 2025? Maybe necessary isn't the right word. Is it still relevant? Is it still powerful? Absolutely. It seems that as long as humans ask why, religion in one form or another will have a place at the table. It coexists with science, sometimes in tension, sometimes in harmony, each addressing different, but equally important aspects of the human experience. What do you think? Has science answered all the important questions for you, or do you find value in the spiritual side of life? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this discussion, please consider liking and subscribing for more.